My name is Paul Cook and I'm the creative lead at MMG Events. And today I want to give you one of those hybrid event tips. So hybrid events can be a bit tricky if you're not used to them because you've got two different audiences that are combined. You have your in-person audience that people can be seen. They're at a venue, not a problem. Everybody's together. It's very traditional. It's what we've been doing forever in terms of getting people together at gatherings. So people are very used to being in a room, meeting other people, shaking their hands, eating food, all of those good things. But a hybrid event is not only for that audience, it's also for people that are joining remotely. They are joining, they're tapping in on their computer or on their iPad or whatever it happens to be to take part. So they are joining online. So before you decide that you're going to do a hybrid event, you need to really understand why. Why are we doing it? Why would we go to all the time and the trouble and the effort of bringing together these two different audiences that have different requirements? So it is more complicated and more complex, but that's where the great challenge is, because it's also a massive opportunity. If you are not looking to fly everybody across the globe to be in one certain location, then that's great for your sustainability, your green credentials. If you want your event to be accessible to everybody, if you want to have more inclusion, people can join as online, virtual, remote participants from anywhere in the world, as long as they've got an internet connection. That's all they need. So if you've enabled your people to have that opportunity of joining online, it's never a great reason to have a hybrid event, because you are bringing these two audiences together. It could also be because there's some necessity. Now, it may be that there's been some bushfire or there's some issue going on in the world that means that people cannot where they need to be. So again, by having a virtual option for people, that overcomes that issue. It could also be that maybe some people can't get there. Maybe some speakers can't get visas. They can't physically get into a country because we've got a very changing geopolitical climate right now. And I can't see that really ending it anytime soon, because there's always going to be conflicts somewhere in the world. So what happens with hybrid events is that you can have a group of people in a physical location. You can also have other people joining online, and that's your hybrid event. And why you might want to do this, it might be that you want to extend an awards ceremony. So awards, traditionally, everybody comes together, they're sat in a room, they have some food, they see the awards come on screens. That's great. But why not have the virtual audience joining in as well? They don't need the food, but they do need the ceremony. So it could be a good extension of your brand for that. Or it may be that you decide you want to do some product testing, and you've got people in different clusters around the globe that could be given direct feedback there and then into what it's like for them, their product. We did this some years ago with a wine tasting, where we had clusters of people in different, we called them pods, groups, where they had the wine, and we had somebody talking about the wine, and everybody in Poland and Belgium and England and other countries were actually all tasting at the same time. So that could be really good for any product testing that you want to do. At the start, you have to decide your success measures. Really, really important that you get that right from the outset, because if you hold a hybrid event and later say, well, it didn't do what we wanted it to do, didn't quite get there. Why didn't it get there? What are the measures that you're putting in place that means that it's going to be successful? Have a think about those right at the beginning, because then you cannot be disappointed. Just going back to the overall strategy behind a hybrid event, what does this event do that you couldn't do by having a separate in-person event, a separate virtual event? But what happens when you bring both of those people together? Because then both of those strands, you'll find you've got your hybrid and you'll know why you're holding it. And then once you've decided that, then you can really start planning what the next steps are going to be.